Assured Urban Farm. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. After this sort of mini drought that we've had, it's probably just the dry season. That's probably just what one could actually call it. But oh, it was long. It was almost 2 months. 27 degrees today. We've had some nice cool weather. For January, it's actually amazing. Yeah, so I like to put this old net curtaining over the greenhouse because there are still some things in here. I've got tomatoes, Spanish Santa cocktail tomatoes, 2 plants in here which are growing, and it just gets so incredibly hot in the day, so then I just put this old net curtaining over. It still lets enough light through for the plants to grow, but it just isn't, it just helps. Whoa, that didn't work. Okay, hang on. Oh, the wind. Okay. I think I'll have to come over this side. So I think when you decide to grow your own food, you must make up your mind. You must maybe just write it down even. Why are you doing it? Why are you growing your own food? What is the reason for you to want to do it? Is it because you want to save money? Is it because you want to have like healthier food? Or because you want to eat seasonal food? You know, you got to have a purpose, because when times get tough and the insects have annihilated your whole crop, like your beans, or the mouse birds have eaten all your plums, you got to know, why are you doing this? What are you growing your own food for? I think that is something that is crucial. I'm going to keep my sunnies on because it's just so bright out here. It's midday and it is just too bright. Oh, there's powdery mildew all over my tomatoes. That's fine. I'm just going to break these leaves off. Yeah, so it's almost like when you're getting married, before you get married, you can't think that you're going to have a back door. Oh, if this doesn't work out, we're just going to get divorced. No, you can't be like that. You can't have that kind of cancel culture. You can't just do that. You don't commit to something like that. You've got to persevere. You've got to stick through in the good and the bad. And it's the same with the garden. Or if you're farming, oh, that's even worse, because then your livelihood is at stake, you know. But for me, at least, if all else fails, I mean, I can still go to the grocery shop. But just saying that, just looking at the produce at the grocery store, not like an organic kind of place, but the price for one, and then also, I'm not sure what they're spraying on that produce. I don't know what I'm feeding my family then. And to me, that is a huge factor. So maybe, like at this time of the year, the only vegetables we are eating is cucumbers, carrots, and tomatoes. And before the baby marrow is packed up because of the drought, we were eating that. Then that's what we're eating. And if we're eating it till it comes out of our ears, well, then that's what's happening. But I mean, there is times when I really just feel like, oh, stuff this, you know. This is just so difficult. But when I go to the shop, and the best is go and read about how long does your food last after it's been harvested. So you think, oh, I'm eating nice fresh tomatoes. You do not know how long it has taken from the farm to the table. And in that time, it has the nutrient value has depreciated down to there's only 15% of its nutrients left. So that in itself, I mean, you can't beat just picking a tomato and eating it straight like that. I mean, there it is. Even though there's powdery mildew on the leaves, that tomato is full of nutrients. You can't beat it. And, you know, there's just always going to be good days and bad days. There's going to be good seasons and bad seasons. 2 seasons ago, you can go back in my videos, I had so many butternut. I was giving butternut away to people. The butternut was just popping. Then last year, not so great. And then this year, I have gotten 3. But the good news is there's still 1 growing there, and there's 3 over there, I think. But certainly not 22 kilograms of butternut like I had like 2 years ago. But that's fine. I did get a massive pumpkin too. One really big one and then another one. So I'll weigh that and then I'll see. It's probably weighing about the same. Yeah, so you've got to know why you're doing this. And you can't just give up when the going gets tough. The other reason for me is just being out in nature. There is just nothing like it. Just being outside in your garden. Maybe things are not going well elsewhere in your life. As it is, that's how life goes. And if you can just come out into the garden and get your hands dirty in the soil. This thing is irritating, eh? Can't see you guys. Let's move this out the way. It's for the birds. There we go. Now I can see better. So I'm just chucking the leaves back down, sort of a chop and drop kind of system here. Oh man, these stink bugs. They suck from the from your fruit. Where is my cutters gone? Oh, that's the problem. I take them out and then I put them somewhere else. Anyways, let me use the knife. Yeah. So that's another health benefit. Oh, maybe I should leave those. Is being able to get beneficial bacteria through the soil, which will then help for things like mental health. It helps for your obviously your gut bacteria, and it helps in your immune system. So being outside and just being in nature, even if it's just in your backyard, I mean, the benefits are amazing. So that's another reason why I think to myself, I'm not going to just give up. Even if the birds are still figuring out how to get underneath the bird netting, that's fine. They can have some. They don't have to, I mean, they don't have it all. And as I mentioned, you know, your health, the health benefits, it's actually so, like you can be so stressed and you come out into the garden and you just start pottering about, and then it's just incredible. It's just like, it's like we're designed this way, you know, God designed us to be outdoors, to be in nature. Even if you have an office job and you come home and at night, like if it's in winter, then you come out into the garden with your flashlight and you've got all the bugs flying towards your flashlight, just pottering about the garden, you know, doing a little pruning here, there and everywhere. I just want to say, have you, in these dead leaves, there are tons of black shield bugs. Tons. Anyways, it actually works out well because then you just take the leaf off and then you can just squash the leaf and then you've got a whole bunch of it. But oh, my hat. There they all are. Oh. Wow. Oh, they're everywhere. Sure. You see, they sting the fruit. Like your butternut, you know, oh, there's one on my hand. Wow, I didn't realize there were that many. Oh, there's loads of them. Okay. And then as far as the environment is concerned, you know, there's no plastic. Okay, you have to store it, but you could store it in plastic containers. You could store your stuff in plastic containers. Or I buy the biodegradable plastic bags, and they will biodegrade in the sun. Oh my earth. There are just loads of these things. Oh, must be like 20. Man. No, this is not fun. This is not the fun part. That's all I can say. They're falling. They like to do that. They'll just drop, and then you can't get them. Suppose I could spray pesticide, then what's the point? See, so for your health, you know that there aren't any pesticide spray. Or if I do spray anything, it will be, sorry, just a moment, it will be a pyrethrin, which is decomposes in 24 hours. I mean, it's now not ideal. Ideally, you don't want to spray anything, but when your plants are struggling because there isn't rain, they can't defend themselves. So then, you know, you got to help them out. So that's what I'll do. But often I'll just leave it until it's, you know, the predators come, and then they will sort them out. But in this case, you see, we've just got a bit of an infestation right here. Oh wow, every single dead leaf. I found a break in my hole, the drip. And that, well, the co-op is closed now. They went bankrupt, which is such a pity, the one in town. There is still one out in the industrial area, but I'm not going there. Anyways, it's Saturday. They probably closed. So I'm going to just mend it. I'm going to try to mend it, that is, with a piece of irrigation hose and tape and and cable ties. Cable ties are my friends. Anyways, this brings me to another reason why homestead or farmstead, homestead, whatever, in my backyard is for money saving. And you know, we live in a culture where you just throw things away. Nobody repairs things anymore. And you're supposed to, with this thing, you're supposed to get this special thing that you screw on, but I'd actually have to go to a special irrigation shop. I don't think the co-op doesn't have drip tape stuff. So I'm just going to mend it myself. I don't even know how this happens. You know what? Sure. Anyways, I'm going to cut this section off. Oh, it's right by the emitter. That's unfortunate. So I'll have to cut it. Now there's going to be this whole section where there's no emitter. Anyways, I mean, how does this even happen? So my idea is, it's not gonna work. I wanted to see if I could force this in there. Maybe I'll use some garden hose. The wind is quite strong today. Oh, I mean, that's like a huge hole. This is not an area, I mean, it's fenced in normally. And there's the rabbits. This is the rabbit. He sometimes gets in here. Who would have thought? So I found a piece of garden hose. And I am going to cut this. Because I just need a little bit. And then, this is the real backyard job. I am going to super glue. Good old super glue. I'm going to super glue the tape super glue. And I'm going to just put it on this side and this side, and then I'll put cable ties over that. And then hopefully it'll work. But it fits. I mean, this is the broken piece. And this hose, for some reason, is quite thin. Look, if I could, I would put that stuff called Teflon tape. But I don't think I'm going to get it around. Maybe I'll try. I'm going to try. I'm going to put Teflon tape. And I'm going to super glue it. So now I'm going to super glue it. And then hopefully not super glue my fingers to it. Let's do it this side first. Rip up super glue on my fingers. Can you believe it? Oh, it's running everywhere. Ew. Man. Okay. See, this is the very runny one. You get a thicker one. Oh, it's running down. Anyways. Oh no. Oh, this side's not working. Maybe I've got too much tape on. It takes some tape off. There's also still water in this side, but it's gone underneath the patient. No, what's this piece in the home? So I don't want to pull it out from under the piece in the home. Oh, okay. That side didn't work. This side worked a treat. Right, let's see if it works. Well, look at that. It actually works. I mean, it leaks a little bit, but that's fine. It actually works as an emitter now. Look at that. There's one that's dripping, and then here's the other one. And lastly, it gives you a good workout. You could get a proper workout when you're in your garden. I mean, this thing, I don't know how much this weighs, at least like 10 kilograms. So I get to do my weightlifting now as well. So if you have had a bad growing season, don't give up. Just keep going. Now it's like the middle of summer and you're going to have to start to think about your autumn garden. And maybe next year it will go better. And you can learn from the things that you did wrong, or maybe you didn't do wrong. Maybe I should actually just get some more water tanks. And then also just focus on the things that went right. I mean, the amount of tomatoes that I got is something else. So don't give up. Keep going, keep on growing, and I'll see you in the next video.